Hi, this is Brad from Pro Wrestling Junkies, and today's guest hails from New Jersey. He's the host of the Death Match Russell Podcast, which can be found on iTunes, Stitcher, as well as YouTube. He interviews the best indie wrestlers, promoters, managers, companies, all on his live show. And he's recently had guests like Raven Fett, C-Red, the Ewok, Ace Evans, and many more. So without further delay, let me introduce you to my guest, Mr. David Russell. Hey, David.
Hey!
Do you like to be called David or Dave or Deathmatch?
You know what? David, Deathmatch, it's all a different name. You know that. Come on.
Yeah, you'll respond to any of them.
It's like you and the Jester, right?
Yeah, totally. As soon as I hear either name, I'll turn my head. So how did you get the moniker Deathmatch?
What do you think? What do you think? Like Deathmatch Wrestling? Like,
have you participated in that?
I've gotten hit by light tubes. No. No, I've been in the hospital a couple times, but I never told the doctor snuck it.
Yeah.
No. You know, that's the one question. You know, that's the one question that the wrestlers get all the time in the hospital.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
They have to lie though.
Of course. So your podcast.
But anyway, I'll get back to how Deathmatch. Of course,
go ahead.
A fan of Deathmatch Wrestling. Mm-hmm. You know, from the early days of Japan. You know,
through tape trading.
Tape trading, watching old videos, this and that, and just whatever was on YouTube, and you know, studying just the form of their style, Japanese style. The BJW, Freedom's Wrestling, was the real promotion that really took an eye to, you know, everybody, you know, to really catch the eye of what Deathmatch Wrestling was, because I met legend Onita.
Oh, wow.
At Combat Zone Wrestling when he came one year, and really an honor to see him. And then fast forward, I see, you know, after that I got to see the legend Jun Kasai. Now that's a name that stands out for the deathmatch world. Like, and a couple other guys as well, you know.
So what was the most violent match you've seen? I know it's hard to pick one, but
there's so many matches I've had the moments to, at the company Game Changer Wrestling has brought the Japanese guys over, and you know, they work along. You know, Game Changer Wrestling actually goes to Japan and they do shows with them.
Oh, really?
Joint, yeah. But I'll have to say, it had to be Jimmy. Well, the scariest moment also was the day that Jimmy Lloyd was in the ring with G-Raver, and he actually got jabbed with a pair of scissors and it popped out.
Oh, God.
But, yeah. I've seen, but Jun Kasai, of course, like all the guys just showing off. It was just crazy. It's just crazy the way the scars on the body tell stories.
Oh, my God. So would you consider the match between Axel and Ian Rotten, where they, you know, dip their hands in glue and then broken glass, is that considered a death match?
That's considered a death match, because you know what, they're the originators of that, and now you look on the videos and local indie promotions like Horse Slam and other promotions have done the Taipei death matches as well.
Yeah, that one's scary even to think about.
Even on my one promotion, I've seen that H2L Wrestling, Hardcore Hustle Organization, which we'll talk about later, because you probably don't want. We'll plug the big event.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Death Match Russell podcast. How many episodes have you put out?
How many? Boy, if I go back and look at the archive.
Yeah.
From the very first one, horrible.
Of course,
of course, no. Well, everybody starts out bad.
You know? I know. I still can't even watch mine back. You know, it's real hard.
But no, I could say I'm probably up to I'll say around my marker right now. I'm looking at probably, if I go back and look and count, I probably like episode. I'll have to just say I'm up to like what with you or before I posted it, you know, and it says like 381 or 2 or so. I'm up in the 400s almost.
Wow. And has it always been live? Which is a great thing about like your show, which is that it's live.
Originally audio. You know, we do the Facebook Live. The Facebook Lives was how it first trended. But then I found out about street, you know, the audio, how to get the audio, and you know what products to use. I did my own research and found record.com, and you know, of course iTunes. Everybody helped us to get our, you know, people knew how to get that going.
Yeah. Did you ever use? Did you use Audacity at all?
No. I've used OBS streaming with my friend. Actually, is a co-creator of it. If you see my company, Podcast City Network.
Okay.
They're 2 guys out of Florida who run a podcast. Actually, busy. One of the guys actually runs a wrestling podcast. Alongside, also, he dabbles in the horror, and he'll mix it up.
Wow.
And then another guy really into it, man. He's a band. He's like a bookie, like a band bookie.
Okay.
Guy, but he actually they do a lot of right now. His big thing, and it just reached over 1,000 likes, views. Wow. Final Scores Sports Podcast. So yeah. Big shout out to them.
Wow, 1,000. That's pretty impressive. So
it is.
I'm sensing you're a wrestling fan, just from talking. When did you first like fall in love with wrestling? And do you still love it as much?
I love it. I'll live it till I die.
Do you ever have the people who, like, when you say, "Oh yeah, I'm a wrestling fan," or realize you're wearing a wrestling shirt or something, and like roll their eyes?
Yeah, I've had that at Walmart or something.
I always say to people, well, you go to movies and you watch television shows, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't think that Tom Cruise is probably wrong because he does his Morgan Freeman. You know, that's actually a stunt man he's using. He's not really doing it. You know, so you have to put your, you know, suspend your belief, just like doing a movie or a TV show. That's what like wrestling, but.
Yeah, I remember going to Walmart. I think what was I wearing? I was wearing a T-shirt. I had I had a Bruiser Brody T-shirt on, the white classic Bruiser Brody, and this guy asked, "Is that Charles Manson?" I was like, "No."
Yeah, it's missing the swastika. That would be Charles Manson.
No, I said, "No, this guy's a professional wrestler, man. He's been around a lot longer than Charles Manson."
Totally.
Different genre, okay, buddy?
I was trying to explain to my kids the other day that, like, no, wrestling goes back to, like, carnivals. You know, like, it goes really far back.
It does.
So, did you go to a lot of... So, you grew up in New Jersey?
Yes, I did. Well, actually, I'll tell you how I.
Let's hear it.
I wasn't even born in Jersey.
Okay.
I was a baby. I was born in Grand Forks, North Dakota.
Really?
My dad was in Vietnam, stationed out there, and my mom moved from Midwest Colorado, and we ended up in Jersey.
Yeah, the ocean stopped you. You couldn't move any further. Did you go to a lot of shows, like growing up?
Well, not as a baby, of course.
No, you know what I mean. No, actually, let's stop this. Let's go all the way back. Tell me about the day you were born.
No.
What was that like? No.
Yeah, there you go. I love it. Your ribs come out, folks.
Yeah, so say
once. After I came out of my mom's womb,
totally. It was a very hot day. I was sweating.
I threw a knuckle punch with Bonesaw McGraw.
All right, I'll rephrase it.
All right.
How did you go to shows after you started carrying a wallet for the first time in your life?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
You know, because at least you have money and.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, my dad and I'd save my money in a cookie jar.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm throwing it. But yeah, I put money in in a big bank or whatever, and just save up. Just save up, because when you're a kid, we want to see what's going on. You read the local newspaper. We had the comic books and the comic section, of course.
Mm-hmm.
You flip open the comics, and what do you see every day? You saw the Bailey comic. The dog Garfield.
Totally.
The Family Circus.
Marmaduke or whatever the big dog is.
The classics. I mean, come on.
So what was the first show you can remember going to? I'm not saying your memory's bad, we have to think real hard.
Okay. My first show, I believe, was, I don't know the name of the company, but it was, I went to a show, and my dad, we caught the eye of it. King Kong Bundy and Tito Santana were the main event.
Oh, wow.
Cousin Luke was there also, I believe.
How old was Tito Santana at that point?
Oh, probably young.
Okay.
You probably see the picture I have in my archives.
Oh, okay. So, that would be great. That sounds like a good primetime wrestling, like, main event match they would have. Oh, really?
It was it was old school. Yeah, like the regular.
I watch primetime wrestling every Thursday night before I go to bed. I know it sounds weird, but I also do. I watch Saturday Night's Main Event every Saturday night too. So, whatever. Little secrets about myself. So,
to see like a match like that, like those two guys you grew up with, like big time.
They were big stars, Tito Santana and King Kong Bundy.
They were, and then people never, you realize Tito, with his style and how he, and also he was his teacher, or a teacher, and his wife still cuts hair.
Oh, really?
Yes, she does, up in New Jersey somewhere, up in like the northern part of Jersey.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was. I wish the Matador part of his career kind of like he's still hanging on. But when in like the mid '80s, his matches against Don Morocco and Macho Man, they were awesome.
And then tagging with what's his name?
Rick Martel.
Rick Martel, yeah.
Yeah, they were good. Strikeforce was cool for a while.
It was. That shirt, I wish I found that shirt. That was a cool shirt.
Yeah, totally. Okay, so when did
but
you
But also, like, want to talk like WrestleManias and stuff also? Like, you know what? My dad and I found this local ad in the newspaper that said WWF pay-per-view is going to be live at a high school. Okay, so it was a projector screen, of course. They were doing like the simulcast. It was Bundy and Hogan in the cage.
Oh, at WrestleMania 2? Oh, cool. So you saw it with your dad?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
And probably my friend too, or something. I've seen them. Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
I know. I think I was like, what, $10 or something? $15, just $10 at the time.
And like, you get some water, it's like 50 cents.
Yeah.
When did you start the Death Match Russell podcast, and why did you start it?
Well, I started right after I really just, I don't know. I was just like, you know what? Going to wrestling shows for so long, like, through all my, terms of wrestling, just watching wrestling, watching local independent professional wrestling, which is awesome, Awesome. It totally really is. But no, man, it was just a concept. I was like, you know what? I'm seeing these podcasts. I'm seeing these other guys doing podcasts. Like, come on, how hard is it to ask questions?
Yeah, you have a mouth.
And just shoot the shit and talk road stories and hear the real stories behind who they are.
How's your show evolved since the beginning to now?
You know how it is.
Audio and video quality, that's one, I'm sure.
Audio and quality, streaming is the best way to go nowadays, man. Virtual this streaming StreamYards that I use, this product. Shout out to I should get them sponsored.
Yeah, seriously.
No, the product is really easy to use. Just these fast-paced hook up to Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. Come on. So I'm gonna give it a try. I'm actually gonna give it a try on my phone or on this tablet at that show that I'm gonna go October 3rd. I might try to.
See, I'm going to. I was thinking the same thing. I'm going to one in Chicagoland Championship Wrestling on October 3rd.
Yes, you are.
Are we? Are you? That's not the one you're going to, though, right?
No, I'm going to a fundraiser for Valves for Pals, my kid in a wheelchair.
Oh, cool. All right, well, that's better than what I'm doing. So, how often are you recording?
Whenever I can.
Whenever yeah.
Yeah, work by day because I'm a garbage man. Come on,
Oh, okay.
Hobby on the weekend, hobby after work. Come on.
Yeah, totally. It's something to do. I'm a stay-at-home dad now, so it's like something. So I feel like I have some value.
Mm-hmm.
So do you have a favorite guest or guests that you've had?
I can, you know what? If I could name like I'll have to say, like I dug deep and found like search for high and low for wrestlers. It's hard to, you know how it is.
Oh,
it's
yeah. And like for me, it's like I don't care if you've never even seen a television. Like I like hearing the story, of the wrestler getting into the business. And that's
I'll have to say the Quebecer PCO. How's that?
Oh, okay. That's a good one.
I mean, really, to dig deep into his past, how he was, and then fast forward, he was a wrestler for Game Changer Wrestling in the Ring of Honor.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's come a long way from what he was from.
So are you getting other people to interview through the people that you've interviewed in the past? Are they coming to you now?
They're all coming to me, or I'm going to them. I'm asking. I'm hitting up random people.
Yeah, totally. It's okay. So I'm going to kind of wrap this up soonish, but before we get to my last part, let's talk about the tragic.
Sorry, let me tell you the other two or a couple other guests that were.
Do it.
One guy, his name is Madman Pondo.
Okay.
The legend, Madman Pondo, and also author of the book Memoirs of a Madman on Amazon.com.
Oh, cool.
Done by John Cosper. Shout out to him.
And where does he wrestle out of?
He's at a IWA mid-set, IWA territory. He does girl fight. He wrestles.
Oh, okay.
He's the owner of that company, and a couple, and he does shows. He'll go to shows and wrestle. But he's been around for a long time.
Let me ask you a question that just went through my head. Are you? Do you mind intergender matches?
I love intergender.
Me too. I think especially on the indie scene. Like,
hey, how about you? Oh my God, we should talk off this. But if you have the time, what do you do in December?
I have no plans.
You want to make a trip to Jersey and see an intergender bonanza? Oh my goodness, you would have so much fun.
What's going on?
We're gonna have the intergender bonanza 7.
And what was 1 through 6? What does it entail?
The six was the fun one. The 6 was really because we had Ray Lynn.
Okay.
Ray Lynn. We've had Zoe Sky.
Okay.
And then other superstars as well, the local guys and other people, Holiday, or like they've had show. You could go back on Google, YouTube and check them out.
Oh,
and,
yeah, I will.
And on IWTV as well. Because
in like WWE, like when they have the intergender matches, they're like
it's called a sizzling. It's called a sizzling stand intergender bonanza. I think I told you about that the last time on my podcast.
For sure, yeah. I have to. It was so much fun. I really enjoy those. Like I think those are great.
It's a fun atmosphere. It's fun, and the guy is just creative with what he does with the talent, and they've had rumbles, they like battle royals, they've had a whipped cream. The main event was the Bulldozer Matt Tremont versus Stan, and Extreme Fans Bring the Whipped Cream match. Come on,
really? Oh,
and
that's hilarious.
Then I had one of my other guests that was on, and I'm really good now. I'm becoming good friends with his name's Happy Hour.
Okay.
Beer. He likes beer, so he likes to party. So he was a fun, piece.
I have a question.
I'll get you all the information. We'll talk.
Yeah, that would be great because I don't have plans.
Oh my God.
My days and nights are free.
When is that? When is that coming? I can tell. I'll look later. Let's not. I'll
Okay.
focus.
Okay, I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
Do you have anything special coming up on your podcast?
Well, I was supposed to have a guest tonight, but he had family stuff to do. A wrestler that you know really well, Braven Fett.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was supposed to happen tonight?
Yes. But family stuff happened. We know how that is. So
yeah, exactly. I can't
it's
blame.
gonna be rescheduled, fans. So stay tuned for that. But this Saturday, I'm just like gonna pick some guests here and now and just take a little break, here and there before the October 3rd show, because I want to get myself organized and I want to gonna bring this with me. Let's hope the Wi-Fi works.
That's the one thing. Otherwise, the camera's great.
I don't want to carry a microphone. I really don't want to.
Yeah, like a backpack with a gear in it.
I've had the table set up and nobody's come by. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. So it's not worth it then.
I mean, yeah, it's worth it to bring a sign. Maybe I got a fold up table, a lawn chair. I'm gonna make it work with battery packs. Whatever it can.
Yeah, you just got to bring a bunch of those. Okay.
But actually, I want to say the match that I'm actually sponsoring, and I might be getting him on the air this week. I'm going to be working on it. His name is John Wayne Merton. There's going to be a three-way hardcore match with three guys from the Mid-South area, actually.
Who?
John Wayne Murdoch, Akira, and Satu Jin.
Oh, okay.
They're they're going to have a street fight, local Jersey street fight, and
nice.
fans bring the weapons.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like the old ECW.
But it's all for a good cause. Like I said, it's for a disabled child, and we're paying his medical bills, and
that's amazing.
Cerebral palsy.
Oh, that's amazing.
We're at the hey, for what they're doing for him and the sponsors, and there's a lot of podcasts, like about 4 podcasts, plus a couple merchandise ones, and but the stars that they're bringing in, my gosh, Tony, Brian Cage from AEW is going to be there.
Oh wow, he's jacked up, that guy.
I seen him last time when I was at one of these shows, and surprise, and another star from TNA, Ace Austin, is going to be there.
Oh really?
A former CZW wrestler from the way back when.
Yeah, so it's got some credibility.
And they're going to make a match with them and another guy, Sean Donovan.
Yeah,
Yeah, so they're all going to be in a three-way for the title.
Oh, that sounds fun.
It's going to be like an intergender title. Well, I mean, they're going to mix the title up. And
yeah. Okay.
And also the three-way hardcore is for the title as well.
Oh, okay, even better. Cherry on top.
Yeah, and tag match. We're going to have a tag match. Of course, we got the Rep versus Bear Country. Bear Country is a popular tag team. And
who makes up Bear Country? That is an interesting name.
They were from, I guess, Ring of Honor. And
okay.
I don't know, other local a promotion in Action, New York, that one of the wrestlers who died, he wrestled with them a lot.
All right, I want to ask you, David, 5 random yes or no questions. You can just say yes or no, or you could elaborate. But here we go. Would you wear a Marty Scurll shirt now?
Probably not.
Okay,
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I don't even own one.
I have a bunch because he used to have like really cool designs. Like I probably have 7 or 8 of his shirts, and I can't wear any of them.
Right.
Because of these allegations, and it makes me look like an idiot. But
I'm starting to think we should start selling our merch. I'm ready. Go ahead.
It leads me to my next question. Do you collect merch?
Do I collect merch? I got a huge collection.
I knew what the answer was going to be. I had to ask, though.
Yes, I got the Road Warriors.
Oh, keep it handy. I want to talk about that in 2 minutes. Okay. For 13...
Wait.
Okay. Oh, some more merch?
Yes, I'll have to bring out this one. This one's a rare one. I'm sure that... how many of these? I got a couple of these right here. Let's see what I got. There you go. Here's my pride and joys right here. And what do I got? Of course, my Bruiser Brody. Gotta have the Bruiser Brody. Come on.
Oh, that's a good one.
I know it's all bent up in the flea market fine. Come on.
Whatever. That's great. How much did you get it at the flea market for?
Oh, take a guess.
Under $10?
20.
No.
Then I got the Warrior, of course.
Oh, that's a nice one too.
I know. Who else I have? I have the Taker, of course. You gotta have Taker in your collection.
Oh, you know, it's funny. I was at Walmart today, and I went to see if they had the AEW figures, and of course they didn't. But I did pick up a nice Miss Elizabeth that I hadn't seen. So I was like, oh, that's a nice one.
No kidding.
Yeah. It's like a yellow dress. They had, normally it's just like Johnny Gargano.
And one of my close friends, of course, Chris Candido, man.
Oh, wow. Chris Candido was amazing.
I'll tell you what. My friend, he passed away. He was a firefighter.
Mm-hmm.
And, in his collection is because he was a big fan of wrestling. He's known for wrestling in the world of wrestling.
Uh-huh.
But I asked his mom if I could have his Chris Candido, and I was able to get it.
Oh, nice. And you can hold on to it.
Yeah.
Okay. For $13,000, would you marry my grandmother? She's 96.
No, thanks.
Okay. Have you ever donated more than $100 to a charity?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever realized too late that there was no toilet paper, if you catch my drift?
Yeah. Depends.
Okay. All right. I appreciate the honesty.
1 sheet or 2 sheets?
Like 1 or 2 ply? My wife went on a kick of buying 1 ply. I'm like, why are you doing this? I have to double it up anyway. So
I was going to ask you, what brought? Can I throw it to you for one question?
Whatever. Sure.
What made you think a toilet side?
Oh, because my toilet's right, maybe 1.5 feet from me. Because the only place I can record is my bathroom, and because my kids are monsters, they're
Really?
awful
I love it.
monsters.
I love it.
So I'm in my bathroom right now. It's my office.
You're in your bathroom with all your fans. I love it. Behind you.
All right, I bring back that the Road Warriors figures, because we have to talk about the passing of Animal.
Oh my God, this guy right here. Where is he? Which one is he on the figures? I can't even tell because.
Is he on the left or right? Wow. And
Right
the craziest part of the whole thing yesterday was that he was only 60.
I know.
I had no idea. I thought that was a mistake, but he was so young. I even my wife didn't know who the Road Warriors were, so I had to say oh, this guy had a son who played in the NFL, so she could kind of.
Yeah, he had a good football career. I know.
He did. He made a nice living, and he came out without concussions or terrible injuries.
No.
But yeah, that was awful.
You know what? He works out a lot too, which is really odd. You'll always see photos of him at the gym.
Yeah, he's still a big guy, and not big out of shape. He's still a big dude.
Mm-hmm.
Did
natural causes, right?
Yeah. I watched the the Road Warriors doc on WWE Network last night. I just felt like I had to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was made almost 20 years ago, or 15 years ago.
I want to watch. I think I'm going to go back in a bit and watch. I want to watch.
I couldn't believe he was in his early to mid 40s then. That was crazy. But
I want to rewatch the Midnight Express versus them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And not only that, you know what? I had the opportunity. I was actually at a Wrestle Reunion 2 in Pennsylvania.
Okay. And
it was a whole bunch of wrestlers convention. Everybody, the Midnight Express were there. So many guys, and Jim Cornette was there. So I talked to him for 10 seconds. It was had a laugh because I was like, Jim, what was it like when he fell off that scaffolding? Dusty was right there next to me. I'm like, oh, he was laughing his ass off.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I know. So I got to talk history,
yeah. Well, it was a terrible day yesterday. I mean, also Gail Sayers, the football player, passed away. So, I'm from Chicago, so that was a big deal for us. But yeah, that was sad that he passed away. And then when I learned that he was only 60, I'm like, oh God.
And like I just saw him, and like that picture you probably saw is like last summer probably.
Yeah, and it's not like you've seen him lately, and he's getting thin, and his face is getting gone. Did they say what was the cause of death? Not that it matters, but
I don't. Yeah, we'll have to go back. I'm not that big on. I'll find out.
Yeah. All right. Well, my children need to be put to bed so my day can start, or I can enjoy myself. So, just a reminder to tune into the Death Match Russell podcast. It can be found on iTunes, on Stitcher, as well as YouTube. And you can reach David via Twitter at DavidNJ32, on Instagram at DavidNJ36, and on Facebook at Death Match Russell Podcast. Did I leave anything out?
Deathmatchrussellpodcast.com.
Even better. Hey, thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it, and we'll definitely need to talk periodically throughout the year.
Yeah, we will.
All right, awesome. David, thanks so much.
Come back on my show anytime you want.
Awesome, I'm ready for it. Anytime.
But I'm going to send you information on that.
And in the December show in New Jersey?
I'll talk to you. Yeah, I'll call you in a minute.
Perfect. All right, take care.
I'll just FaceTime you, okay?
All right, awesome. Bye.
Or actually, can you close this without, or you stop? All you have to do is hit stop.